Hi, my name is Emerson. I am with Martin & Co. Marketing, and I am so excited to be meeting with you virtually today. When I saw this marketing plan come up on our agenda, I said, oh, I know them. I live in the Old Town area, and I am so excited to be able to do this. I saw it come up, and I said, I want to do this. I want to take charge of this project. I have been to a few of your events before, and I actually volunteered at your share table last year. So I know some of the ins and outs of this, and I'm very excited to present to you our plan. So moving right into our objectives. I know you said originally that you wanted to aim for the end of 2021, which was a great decision with everything happening. And with the current way things are going, I believe we'll be able to meet and be together on that August and September kind of area of 2021. So we want to start by sending out a press release. I've noticed that you've never done one of these before. It's very easy. We created a mock-up for you, just kind of explaining what your association is and what it does, and then your event and a little bit about it and where to get more information. And that we're going to send out to a few of the local newspapers. And I know that Community Impact for the Old Town area has done a lot of press releases for the local businesses. And I believe it'll be easy to get them to want to put this out for your charity event. Then we're going to move into our group tables and tiered prices. So these two kind of group together, but I like the group tables and that idea, so I separated them because I want to dive more into that. With your group table, we've identified a few of your key markets, your target markets to be your high-level, C-level people in the area and your business owners. And these business owners tend to want to come to these charity events and buy these group tables for their employees or their customers as gifts for their hard work or their patronage. So we're going to create these group tables. It's 6 people per table, and by that estimate, you can aim for $700, $750, and kind of make that profit off of that table with your $100 per person. It'll be easy. People will come and have a good time at their table and get to know new people around them. So I've noticed, again, you haven't done a video teaser before, and I love doing these. They're my favorite. So with the video teaser, you can really highlight what's going on at your event. You can say, here's exactly what we're doing, and here's how we're going to do it. So you could have some examples. I've seen that you sent over some of the footage to me that you've had from a few past events, and it's perfect for this type of video teaser. So you can kind of highlight, it's a very intimate event, it's very fun, and then again, you could kind of put up forward your LHS kids. I know that you have your volunteers from the football and baseball team come and serve, and I believe that it will be very easy if you work with us to partner with LASD and get some more volunteers. So you could have, I know you have a violinist come every year for entertainment. You could have a string quartet come from LHS, or you could have a few kids from the choir come and put on a little show. And you can make it more LASD and more education oriented, because that's exactly where your money is going. And you want to put these kids up and say, this is where your money is going. These kids that come from LHS and need these opportunities, they're coming, they're going to be here. You can see exactly where your money is going to go, and I think that's a great thing to highlight. So again, we're going to put up some posters. Now, you put up posters in the participating businesses, but I think it'll be easy to be able to put posters in all of the downtown businesses. This event is going to really benefit them directly, and I think by putting up posters everywhere down here, it'll be easy. And then partnering with LASD, you can put them up in their really like their UIL buildings or their corporate buildings, and have them there for not only those employees to see and want to come and see exactly what their kids are doing, but you could have the parents that go into the UIL buildings kind of walk in and be like, oh, what's this? It's going to benefit my kids? Perfect. And I'm sure all these parents at this point will want a break from their kids, so they can come and have a good time and be with friends and meet new people, all while benefiting their own children. So we're going to also create some tiered prices. Now, this is actually pretty easy, and it's going to help you with your your profit. You want to get it up by 23%? We can do that with these tiered pricing. I'll get more into why we named them, what we named them, and how we price them in a little bit. And then we're also going to use some social media advertisements. This will be easy. You've done it before, but we're going to put a little spin on it, and we'll get back into that more a little later. So moving right into our key metrics. Again, you wanted your profits up by 23%, totally doable, and same with your 16% increase in attendance. That'll be perfect. So for your social media game, you kind of gave us these rough outlines, and I believe we can meet all of these follower intakes. So by doing this, we're going to create a specialized hashtag. That hashtag could be whatever you want it to be. It could be hashtag shared table 2021 or hashtag MMBA for Main and Mill Business Association shared table, or whatever you want it to be, really, that kind of correlates back to your event. These event goers that are coming to your event are going to be posting pictures about it. Of course, all of our lives are basically posted on social media at this point, and their friends and family who follow them could be, oh, this looks like a kind of fun event. What's this? And then click on their little hashtag and be right at your social media pages. And of course, I noticed that you had your website link in your bios for all of your social media pages, and that's perfect. They can click on that and read more about Share Table. You could have your video teaser there for people to look at, and people will be like, oh, maybe I'll go to this next year, and they'll remember it because, again, it's a charity event. That video teaser gives them a visual instead of having to read about it. They can visualize exactly what's going to be like and be like, okay, this looks fun. Let's do it. And then they'll get into that and then want to be doing that. So moving right along into our tiered pricing. We named these why we named them in correlating to what you're getting for including in the ticket price. We kept our lowest ticket price, again, at your $100 to cover all of your spending costs. The Scout is going to be including your dinner service, wine pairings, and dessert, just your basic one. We called it the Scout because you're really just there to kind of look around, to kind of be like, okay, kind of scouting it out, kind of seeing what's happening. And while you're there, you could buy some mural voting ballots and be like, okay, here, this is kind of fun. We might come back next year and then get a higher price ticket to be kind of more involved. So your social collective ticket, we decided to go in $25 increments, is again $125, and that's going to add a cocktail hour to your basic $100 ticket. So we called it the social collective because when you're coming to a cocktail hour, you're being social. You're partying with your friends, you're getting to know some new people, you're kind of incorporating yourself into this little environment, and then you get to be like, okay, I'm being social, I'm meeting new people. And then with your art connoisseur, which is my favorite ticket, I love that one, again, goes up in your $25 increment to $150. With that one, you're getting everything we've previously mentioned and 2 free mural voting ballots. This could vary depending on if you want it to be 4 or 3. That's totally up to you. But we suggest it to be 2 just because you can have your 2 and put them in the mural you most like. Because I know you have the murals that the kids sketched out, put up, and then by adding this mural voting little ballot, it's basically saying, here, vote, you have control. And of course, people who are like, oh, well, I voted for this mural and it became a thing. And you can be like, oh, okay, like you did that one. Of course, it's going to be a little bit of bragging rights. We all brag sometimes, it's okay. And we're going to add in kind of like that more kind of attendee influenced decision to that by adding our little mural voting ballots and having your murals, because I know kids send you a few murals and you pick which one you like most. By adding that ballot taking and voting aspect to it, people are going to want to be more engaged and more involved in what's happening, and that's a great way to, again, make it community oriented. So hopping right along into our target markets, we have our geographics, which of course is going to be your Louisville area. But I've noticed in some of your previous ticket sales that you're not really marketing towards is Highland Village and Flower Mound. Now, these are going to be a great way to tap into and kind of advertise a little bit more there and have more people coming to the Old Town area and seeing what you're doing down here and wanting to come back and really visualizing what it's like down here instead of just reading reports and things on it. So your demographics are going to be adults of 27 to 70. We decided on these numbers because judging by your previous ticket sales, you don't get a lot of people under the age of 27, which is highly expectable. It's a charity event, and you're going to want to be able to connect with the people around you. So 15 and 16 and your 25-year-olds aren't going to want to come. It's more community oriented, and if you don't really live permanently and pay taxes in the community, you're not really going to have an interest in it. So we're going to aim towards that 27 to 70. You're going to have your couples and groups, which you've had last time I saw from your previous target markets. And we're going to add in your local, again with your local residents, we're going to add your C-level officials and your politicians from the area, again with your key stakeholders. So those are a good way to kind of more push your group tables that we're going to add. So by pushing your group tables towards these people, it's easier for them to kind of bring their friends along with them, maybe give them as gifts to their employees or customers. And that's a great way to push your group tables and increase your profits and attendance. So for psychographics, of course, they're going to want to be art orientated. They're going to want to be concerned with community affairs. And of course, you're going to want to value your charity events and economic development with your beautification project, which I see all the time happening down here. And I'm extremely proud to say I live in Old Town Louisville because of all the work you've done. So budget. This is always a fun part of the presentation. We decided to X out, I saw that you used Twitter last year. I decided that we're not going to market very hard with Twitter this year because you didn't get very many people clicking on Twitter. You got it more from your Facebook and Instagram. Your Facebook is going to be more towards your 50 and up, kind of your 45 and up, because those are the people that are mainly on Facebook. And your Instagram is going to be maybe your 50 and your 27 to 50 age group, because again, that's where they're most active. So we're going to be funneling money more into Instagram because we want those younger people to come and kind of create a habit of coming and being concerned with community affairs. Again, your posters, we're going to be printing them with Uprint, which I have worked with before, and it's fantastic. It's of low cost to you, and the shipping is included with that kind of $30 flat fee. And you can get your 50 prints and put them all in the businesses and your corporate and UIO buildings for LASD. And with the press release, again, you have the mock-up we made. It's going to be free publicity, and it'll be perfect. It's lowering your costs while still getting your name and your association out there. So these are some of the posters we created. We just made a few mock-ups, of course. We made 3 of them. On this pink one, I don't know if it's left or right for you, we have just your basic information. On this other one, we have that iconic picture that you use in all your marketing on that one. And then here's this one. Again, it still has the same picture if I go back. It's the same picture because I see that you use that one a lot in your marketing, and you want to create a picture that people recognize, like, oh, that's Share Table. And this one with the hot air balloon is going to be kind of fun. You have that local hot air balloon business that we can contact, and I'm sure they'll be willing to do a low-cost demonstration or a free demonstration and get their name out there, along with, give us kind of a fun thing to market towards. Like, hey, there's going to be a hot air balloon here. You should definitely come and see it. So you have your 2 rows of tables. You can see kind of the setup and the cocktail hour happening in the background there. And then your beautiful balloon with the sun setting. It's just a gorgeous picture. And then our schedule. This is our schedule of events. There is a color code that you have. We have our start and end dates. Of course, your end date is going to be your Share Table event, which is on September 24th. And then we have our Instagram and Facebook marketing, our press release, and then some of our ticket sales. So you have all of this available to you. And I hope that I helped and went through our presentation and told you exactly what we want to do for you and your association. I'm extremely, extremely excited to work with you if you choose our firm. And I hope you do, because I love this project. I'm extremely proud of what we've done. And I think this will benefit both of us. I think this will help you in your marketing strategies. And I think this will get to your objectives that you wanted, that 23 and 16% increase in profits and attendance. And I think we can do that together. So I'll leave you with all of this, and I hope that we can work together. I'll call you again tomorrow and see if you've made a decision. You have my contact information if you have any questions. And I'm really excited for us to work together. So please let me know when you've made a decision. Thank you so much for judging me. I'm very excited with what I've done, and thank you.